Hi everyone, it's Helen Hortai here, founder of Form Help, and today we'll be going through the steps on how to change the name on your NHI records to match those on your passport. So say for example you are planning a trip to Sydney and you know you have to present your passport and International Vaccination Certificate. However, your name on your passport says John Jacob Smith and then the information on your NHI record reads John Jake Smith. Then you have a problem. So the problem is your vaccination certificate's information needs to match the information on your passport. So today we'll go over the steps on how to correct those so that your vaccination certificate matches the details on your passport. So let's go ahead and get started. So we'll start by signing up, by logging. If you haven't signed up, then you need to sign up with a My Health account. But I'm going to go ahead and log in because I do have a My Health account. So go ahead and log in if you have an account. Next, you'll need to log in with your email address and your password. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so here you have your passes and certificates. So you can request My Vaccine Pass for the use in Aotearoa, New Zealand, or an International Travel Vaccination Certificate for use overseas. So in this example, if I am traveling overseas, I am going to request a International Travel Vaccination Certificate. So you can go and press on here if you need to, but because I want to change the name on my NHI record, I will show you how we do that. So you go to the bottom of the page and it says here incorrect vaccination or test details. So if you think any details are incorrect, to complete this change of details form. So that's what we are going to press on. So here, correcting your information, so it says to correct or update missing information. So that's what we want to do, is to correct and update the information. You will need to provide the Ministry of Health with some personal information. We will store the information you provide securely and only use it to locate your existing information and vaccination records, process your request or contact you if needed. So I'll go ahead and say I have read this privacy statement and understand how the Ministry of Health will use the information I provide. Yep, so I'll go ahead and tick that and proceed to next. Okay, so it says correcting your information. So what information needs correcting? So to help us update your information, tell us what needs to be corrected. So you have options here: name change, date of birth, vaccination date, missing vaccination record, dose 1 or dose 2, and then other. So for this example, I am going to go ahead and say name details. So the name that appears on your record is the name associated with your NHI. So if the information associated with your NHI is incorrect, contact your GP or usual healthcare provider to update it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on there, and then I will proceed to next. Okay, it says name. What was the incorrect name shown on your record? So for our example, the name is actually John Jacob Smith, but on the NHI record it is John Jake Smith. So I would go ahead and put in there Jake, because that is the incorrect name shown on the record. So in your case, you put in the incorrect name shown on your record and then proceed to next. Okay, so identity details. So it says here that we need this information to make sure we are looking at the correct record. So for incorrect name details or date of birth, this information will be used to correct your records. So in this section here is where we are going to put in the correct details. So for our example, we would go ahead and put John in here, and then the middle name, which was the incorrect name. So the NHI incorrect information was Jake, and I need to go ahead and add the correct name, which is Jack. So it's going to be John Jack Smith for the last name. Okay, so go ahead and put in your first name, your middle name, your last name, and then any other name you're known by. Next, put in your date of birth as per the format there, and your NHI number. So it says you can find your NHI number on your COVID record, on a prescription or a prescription receipt or medicine label, a hospital letter, an x-ray, or a test result, or your patient portal. So go ahead and fill in all those details and then proceed to next. Contact details. So it says we need this information so we can get in touch if we have any further questions. We also use it to help verify we have the right person. So go ahead and put in your email, your mobile phone number, and your current address, and then submit. And then what you would need to do next is contact your GP and ask them to amend the name on your NHI records. So I had to actually do this for my mum, and what I did, I just rang up her GP, and the lady at the office, she was able to correct my mum's information on her end, and she said it had all been done. I checked it maybe an hour later and it was still showing with the incorrect name on my mum's NHI record. It wasn't until the next day when I rechecked that the information on her NHI record now matched those of her passport, and then I was able to go ahead and print of her vaccination certificate, because had I printed it before I had made the name change or requested it, then it would have had the incorrect details on there. So it's best just to wait until the NHI records reflect those on your passport before you go ahead and either print it off or have it ready to present. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. And if you're not sure on how to access your vaccination certificate, then I'll go straight ahead and show you how to do that. Okay, so on this part here, we'll just say that our NHI information has been updated to reflect those on our passport. So now we are after a International Travel Vaccination Certificate. So we'll go to Request Pass or Certificate. There's the vaccine pass. I would still get that just to use within New Zealand, but the one that I'm really after for travel is International Travel Vaccination Certificate. So select that one there and go to continue. So on this step here, it says that these details will appear on your International Travel Vaccination Certificate, and they will need to match what's on your passport. So we'll just say that our record has been updated. So double check that it has been updated, and then it will have in there your email address. So it says there that the certificate will be sent to the email address that is in here. So for changing your details, it says that you can't edit your name or date of birth. So these details come from your NHI number. So it says here, if your details don't match your passport, complete this change of details form. So this is the form that we've just filled in. And then it says, if your request is urgent, call the mycovid record team on 0800 222 478. Okay, and then just go to request a certificate. And then I'll show you how you can go into your email and download that certificate. So as you can see here, I've received an email from International Travel Vaccination Certificate, and it says download your COVID-19 International Travel Vaccination Certificate. Your certificate is attached to this email. Download and save it to your mobile phone, or print it and carry it with your passport. So you'll see here the PDF. If you click on that PDF, you'll be able to open up your vaccination certificates there. So hopefully that was helpful to those who needed to update their NHI information so that it matched the details on their passport. And if you need to access your vaccination pass, you just go through that same process and it will be emailed to you as well. Yeah, so hopefully that's helpful for everyone. Okay, Talon Hotai signing out. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Oh, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you found it helpful. Thank you. Bye.